Hi, I'm back. Sorry for the interruption. I don't know, but if you guys know this, but my parents live with me, and there's just sometimes when I have to go and help them with something. So thanks for your patience, and I'm back. Anyway, here is the love note card that I made with the envelopes. Yes, with the envelopes. And I'm just going to show you some elements that you might not have, thought of how I did it. I'm not going to show you every little single thing because there's some things that you do know how to do already, which is one is emboss. And so this is a copper embossing powder that matches the ribbon. See how it's copper lined? I just love that. And this kit even has these little dots. And they have two different colors in them. Like, they're just so cute. But then you open up the love note, and this is going to go to Ken, of course. So it says, Happy Valentine's Day, love. And it's masculine with the wood texture DSP. I love the little envelope, so I embossed that on white cardstock with the copper embossing also. In the kit are these vellum hearts. I embossed them with the XOXO. I just thought that was so pretty. And trying to be a little masculine with the color and the wood grain and stuff, I had to add a little bit of me in there because it's from me with the ribbon border punch and white cardstock where I will write my note. So this is what I'm going to show you today. All right, so you take two envelopes that come in the kit and you simply slide one into the other. Now, you don't want them to come apart, so with the multi-purpose glue, you would just put a little down so it will stay together and slip it in there. Isn't that cool? Just a little book just like that. And I told you I was going to do some of the things in advance so this video wouldn't take so much of your time. And so there's the XOXO embossed just around the lip of the envelope flap. We also want this to stay down, don't we? So let's just put some more glue there and ensure that that stays down. Now, I took one of my envelopes since I won't be using them, and I took it apart. It came apart really, really easy. So I will have a pattern for an envelope, and I will have a pattern for the flaps. So I took the pattern onto my wood texture DSP, and I just laid it down, and using the pencil that I talked about, drew out the pattern of both flaps. And then I had a little piece of DSP left, so I cut a straight strip with my cutting tool. And this is literally all you have left from the 6x6 sheet. So there's not a lot of waste, so that's good. So there's my flaps, and you just decide which side you want to use. Yep, I'm going to use that one. And I'm just going to use my multi-purpose. And I'm going to let that get sticky like I always have taught you guys. And letting it get tacky for just a few seconds helps you a lot. When you get things down, they're not going to slip and slide and go all over, but yet they're still movable if you need them to be. I should put on my glasses so I can make sure I'm getting things on here straight. If it's a little crazy, it's because I was blind there for a second. Okay, so now I'm going to take this piece and stick it right on that flap. Just make sure. See how you can move it if you need to? Not a problem. It's just like Post-it note. It's so awesome. All right, so there's the inside done there. Now, let's see what else we need to do here. See that heart with the X's and O's, X's and O's? Well, here's a little trick. You flip it over because it's vellum, it's see-through, and I just put a little dots of the multi-purpose glue there. Let it set a minute. Get tacky. Here's the little envelope. that get tacky. And because I put it behind the X's and O's, you can't see it through the clear vellum, which makes it very attractive. Love it. All right. So then you can lay this flat, or if you choose, you could use a dimensional there and have it pop up, whichever you like. All right. So now on the little white piece, move my box out of the way here. This is just the measurements are 4 7/8 by 3 1/4. And then you just need a scrap of Whisper White cardstock and the ribbon border punch. And the ribbon border punch actually punches out the cardstock like it would be, you know, that's why they call it ribbon, because it's punched out. It doesn't just leave a decorative edge on your cardstock for you. It actually punches it out. Now I make the edge of my cardstock sticky with a light hand of the glue. I'm going to get tacky there for a second. And then I'm going to come over to my other two hearts. Uh-oh, they're vellum. I don't see the other one because they're so clear they're hard to see. I know I took them out. Oh dear, dear, dear. What am I going to do? Because I must have dropped it when I left, because I need 2 of them. Well, let's go here. Maybe I'll see it when I start using everything up. It'll pop up. Okay, just lay that on there because it's sticky. And this is where I can write whatever it is I want to say to the recipient of this love note. And lift up the flaps and then just push her in. I call her because she's all lacy. And when that's dry, it won't. See, it's still a little wet, so it's got caught there. I should have let it dry more. But see, all us stampers, we all come across some little boo-boos and errors and whatnots when we're creating. Nobody's perfect, so there we go. All right. I just love that look right there. I just think it's so sweet. All right, so I'm just going to have to show you with one because my other one has disappeared. Let me go to the stamping because I'm hoping and praying that I come across my little vellum part. This is the stamp from the stamp set that comes in My Paper Pumpkin, and it says Happy Valentine's Day. So I'm just going to stamp that. Oh, and the other thing you will need is the blocks to put your stamps on. But if you haven't subscribed to My Paper Pumpkin before, if you're new, then the first kit comes with a block for you. So and they make sure they give you a block size that is going to fit the stamps that come in all the kits in the future. So that's really cool. All right. So I'm going to use my multi-purpose again. And I'm just going to set this down on the inside of my love note card just to hide the flaps and the envelope stuff. Cute. Okay, and on the front you see that I have 2 hearts. So I'm just going to talk about how I did that now since I can't find my other one. It didn't show up. I put a little bit of multi-purpose glue and stuck this one down. Then on the other one I stuck multi-purpose glue and stuck that one down, and so they match up right in the center there. And then when they were both down, I took a mini glue dot, comes in the kit, and stuck it on top. See that? And then you take your little dots, whichever one color you want, but I wanted to match the ink that I use, so I used the darker ones, and put it down. They're self-adhesive, so you just stick it on the knot of the ribbon and it's all done. So all of these stamps, and it's so nice to have stamps for holidays that come around all the time. So next year I will have, I think I have 3 sets of Valentine stamps now. They're all different. They're all so cute. They can all be used together. Here are the mini glue dots and the dimensionals that come in the kit. So, oh, I know another thing I wanted to show you. This kit gave us, it was very generous with the ribbon. So I got an empty spool. I think you can get these at Michael's or any craft store, and just wrapped it around and then put some Scotch tape on the end so I can have my ribbon ready for me for the next time when I want to use it. But all these stamps are going to get cleaned, and all these supplies are going to go back in my box, and I will mark it with January 2018 and Valentine's. So if I'm looking for Valentine's stuff again, then I could easily find it without having to search. I do keep my stamps separate in another container. All my Paper Pumpkin stamps are in that one container. And so, you know, if I'm creating with my regular stamps from the annual catalogs or the occasions catalogs, and I just don't have the right sentiment or little sprinkled texture dots or something, I need something, the first thing I do is go to my Paper Pumpkin can. It's a large holding can that I have with all my stamps. And I'll be darned if I don't, Mother's Day, Father's Day, love you, sister, brother, you know, all these things that you might not have in the regular stamps that you have, believe it or not, then you can go to your Paper Pumpkin and there they are. So I hope you enjoyed these 2 alternative projects from this month's Paper Pumpkin, and I'm going to make more. I just can't stop. I just have to find the time. But I want to thank you guys for coming and visiting me again. Thank you guys for subscribing to my YouTube channel, and thank you for visiting StampinAllDayWithBev.com, my blog, because in there I get a little more detailed, and I try to show up 3, 4, 5 times a week. But like I said, I'm caregiver full-time for both my sweet parents, and so I am very busy with that, and being a mom and a grandma and a wife and church and all those things too. So love my job though, and I love that I get to visit with you guys, and I love that you take the time to come visit with me. So you guys take care, have a nice rest of your weekend, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.